Welcome. We are going to briefly be discussing collections. In all of the action hours and trainings, they talk about collections, and we don't want that to be a foreign subject. So we want to really break it down. It's super simple once you know what it is. And we're just going to give you the basics. And Jackie's going to go over exactly how to create a collection, and then I'll talk about what all that means.
Awesome. So we've been talking a lot about like growing your following and inviting, right? Like those are the things, besides showing up for yourself, which is the number one thing. In order to invite people to this, you need to grow your Instagram, grow your following, and start inviting people. So this is a tool that will just help you figure out where to find these people, what to do with them. Like, great, I made a new friend on Instagram. What do I do now? So collections are just a way to kind of organize yourself so you don't feel like you're just scrolling Instagram mindlessly, losing hours of your time. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's see if I can make this work. Okay. Can you see my Instagram collection thing? Awesome. Okay.
Yep.
So step one, the first thing you need to do is find someone, right? So this could be a friend of a friend. This could be, a blogger that you really like. Doesn't matter. We'll talk. Leslie's going to talk about all the different types of people, but you need to find someone. Okay. You're going to go to their profile. So I use Leslie an example. I went to her profile and I'm going to click on a picture of her. You don't have to do this. You can really use any picture, but I like to use selfies that people take because then when I'm looking through my collection later, I remember who I'm looking at. If you save a picture of the sunset, you're not going to be able to connect that to a person's face. So find your friend, click on their picture. When you're looking at a picture of them, the next step is to click on this little ribbon in the corner. Okay. When you do that, it's going to pop up and it's going to say new collection, and you can name your collection. So I might call this September Friends because I'm adding people to my network in September. You could call it, Cool Teacher Friends. You could call it Plant People. You can call it whatever you want. I usually just, for me, I keep it super simple. I name them by month. So right now I'm adding to my September friends. Once you do that, you're going to get out of this profile and you're going to go find more friends, and you're going to find more friends to add to this collection. Now, once you do collections, this is my options, September friends, you can just choose where you're adding them. And if you want to create a new collection, you need to use the little plus in the corner. So I have July friends, August friends, September friends. When I first started out, I just called them new people because I wasn't doing it enough to have it by month, but now I do it by month. Now you have these collections. What do? Like, you're adding all these people to September. Now what? You're going to go there every single day and you're going to interact with these people. You're going to look at their posts. You're going to watch their stories, and you're going to build relationships. This is also a really good way to see who's active. If you add someone to your September friend group and all of September they don't show up on social media, they probably don't use their Instagram, and then you can just remove them from the group. Once you've added people to your collection, this is how you find them. You go to your homepage, you click on these three little lines here, and then all of your collections will come up, and you can go into each one and interact and comment and just get to know these people. And that's it. Collections are super simple to make. They're super simple to manage. Like right now, I'm adding people to my September group and getting to know them, but I'm also still going back to my July group and my August group and continuing to build relationships, and also deleting people. Because if I'm, interacting with someone from July and I realize, wait, they haven't had a post since June, they haven't watched my stories, they're not even using stories, they probably aren't really using Instagram. And then I'll just remove them because there's no one to interact with. Or, you might be interacting with someone and see a few of their posts and say, not my kind of person. We are not going to jive, and you could just remove them from the collection, and move on. So it makes me feel like I'm more in control of my social media, and I'm not just scrolling for hours, not knowing what to do. And it helps me not lose people. Like sometimes I connect really well with a new teacher and I'm like, oh my God, this girl's so cool. And then 3 months later, I'm like, why didn't I keep talking to her? Like, oh, I just forgot. I feel bad. If she had been in my collection, I would have interacted more.
Right. It definitely is a way to stay organized, to remember the people that you want to be connected to, and also to find your people. And collections can be used in other ways as well. So you can, again, going back to the trainings and the action hours that we watch, they tell you to go to your favorite accounts. Now, we don't want to keep thinking about, well, what is my favorite account and where do I find that and where was that again? So you want to make a collection for like the things that you like. So for me, I have coffee people. I have people that like coffee, and maybe it's a large account. Maybe it's people that are just, really into coffee. Maybe it's people that make coffee, just anything to do with coffee. I also have people that are nutrition influencers. So those are going to be the posts that I go to if I want to share some nutrition facts, if I want to find followers that are really looking for nutrition or into nutrition, you get the gist of that. Same thing with like clothing. If you have a certain brand of clothing that you like, or even just like, I think on a call the other night, I said that I put people that like essential oils. I call them my oily people. So I have them in a collection because they add a lot of value to social media and to a lot of my posts, and they show me a lot of love, and I want to make sure I do that for them too. And they need health and wellness as well. So why not? But they have a specific niche that you want to target. So that's how I use collections in a different way. I use them the same way as Jackie does. Maybe you want to have like a group for coach prospects. Like you want people like that girl would be a great coach. I'm going to put her in there, and I'm really going to make sure I let her know that. And that's kind of how I work collections and not lose people. That's exactly why they're great. So you don't lose people, because you feel bad if you don't follow up with somebody that you really loved seeing, and then sometimes maybe they disappear for a little bit and you're like, where did they go? And maybe something happened in their life. Check back in with them and see how they are.
Yeah, and Instagram does not show you everyone. So you might be following people and they might be following you, but Instagram doesn't always show you those people. So, I'll go to my collections and I'll check in with someone who I really liked and was talking to and be like, oh my God, they've been posting daily for months and I missed all of this stuff. So, using collections helps Instagram also know like who you want to connect with, and they'll start showing you their stuff in the feed. So,
right. Oh, sorry. Ding, ding, dinging.
And that's really it. We challenge you to use collections. Now that might be going all in and making a bunch of different groups and start adding people. It might be creating one collection and calling it September People I Want to Connect With, and that's it. So you can change how you do it. You don't need to do it the way we're doing it. Play around with it and just let us know how it goes.
Yeah. Make life simple. Have a great night.